In this lesson, we're going to use visuals to find the greatest number of groups that can divide evenly into each of the numbers. So we're looking at numbers 12 and 14. So we're going to use manipulatives. So in my group of 12, I can put it into even groups in a few different ways. I can start by creating, of course, 12 groups of 1. And I know I can create 14 groups of 1. But now I want to see if there's anything else that's going to be acceptable. So I can start with 2 groups of 6. Those are even groups. For 14, if I try to put those into groups of 6, I notice that it is a little challenging to work with. So I have 6 there on the top, 6 here, but then I have 2 remainders. So I know that groups of 6 isn't going to work. Well, hopefully when I pair up, I notice that these groups can be grouped in groups of 2 evenly. And my groups of 12 can be grouped into groups of 2. So I know, of course, I have a common factor of 1, and I also have a common factor of 2 because I can divide these into groups evenly. Now I need to see, of course, if there are any other possibilities. Well, if I look at groups of 3, that'll work with my group of 12, but it will not work with 14. And I can just go down the list. Groups of 4 will work with 12, but not with 14. Groups of 7 would work with 14, but not with groups of 12. So my greatest common factor, using my visual aids, I can see for this is 2. So my greatest common factor between 12 and 14 is 2. And this is one way where you can use manipulatives to show why greatest common factor can work.